what are your thoughts then on meditation? Do you practice meditation? Is that just a way for people to dysregulate? I feel like I'm using that word wrong.
To regulate.
To regulate.
Dysregulation is like dysfunction.
Okay,
It's like the opposite.
To regulate.
Yep.
Is that what meditation is in your view?
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're not going to like this.
Yeah, be offensive. I love it.
Whoever's listening is not going to like this. I'm like, God damn. Okay. So meditation is fantastic. Breathwork is fantastic. Journaling is fantastic. But like, if you're a high performance CEO or a full-time parent or like, do you have time to meditate? Like, I don't have time to meditate. And like, I don't necessarily want to find the time to meditate. I don't necessarily want to find the time to journal. That's not my jam. I don't necessarily want to find the time to do breath work. I totally should, by the way. But like, in this phase and journey or season of my life, I can't. And many others are like that. And I would say that's one of the biggest differences is you have to find the things that work for you because there's so many different things that will work for you. And it doesn't have to be through the standard mindfulness practices of like, I cannot tell you the amount of people that are like, I should meditate. I should, like, I've tried that, but we have to find things that when I'm done working with you, like, it's going to be things that you actually know you like doing. And it's going to be things that you would regularly incorporate into your everyday. It can't be a prescription of what someone is telling you is going to work because it's like a diet. It's like the whole 30 or, like it works for 30 days, but why do you think it's 30 days? Because it may not be your regular way of eating, right? And so it has to be able to be incorporated into your life in ways that feel good for you that actually work for you. So for me, it's not journaling, it's verbal journals. Like that's what works for me. And so we have to be able to find ways for all of us to figure out, especially once you understand how your brain functions. Okay, great. Now I know what I need, or I'm getting closer to understanding what I need, but what actually works for my own brain? And does it actually give me what I'm like? How do I feel after? Is it giving you what you need? It sounds like the massages are doing fantastic. It's like, a work meeting with yourself. I have plenty of those in my workouts. Like it's totally a work meeting for myself. You have to find what works for you and also not shame yourself if you're not doing the meditation. Like it's okay, you know? And if it does work for you, that's fine too. Yeah,
it's one of the hard things with the glut of information we have on the internet, right? It's like, you should meditate. You should also do cold plunges and cold showers. And you should do this. And you should do this. And you can just, that list gets so long. And it just, now I just feel guilty because I don't do cold showers. Because that's clearly what I need. And I can list 100 things that the experts say I should do. And guys like Andrew Huberman, who are like brilliant. And he'll point out all the scientific reasons why this is good for you. And it's all good. I mean, there's so much good for you.
Yes.
You can't do it all.
No.
And so you either have a choice. You can just accept the fact that you can't do it all, or you can just feel guilty your whole life. And I started with the guilt side because I'm like, I need to do more of this.
Right. Guilt and shame, hands down, is not good for your brain. Like there's literally no redeeming qualities. Like I'm telling you, not one. Like it may help you be more of a perfectionist, but there's no redeeming qualities because the perfectionism can absolutely drive you nuts, right? So you get to just say, it's okay. Like, it's okay that I'm not meditating. Like, that's literally the process of de-shaming your brain. Like, it's okay that I snapped at my kids. It's okay that I didn't meet the deadline. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe it's not okay that you didn't meet the deadline or snap at your kids, but like, you're telling your brain, I'm human, I'm normal, and it is okay to not be perfect. And that's part of it. Like, that's part of saying, it's okay for me to find my own path in life and do this my way that feels good for me.
I had an interesting thought a little while back where I looked at my kids and I looked at, let's say Wilder, who's 3. And I said, I absolutely love him where he's at right now. I love he can't talk very well. He's struggling with it. And it's really cute. I can't understand half the words he says. It's adorable. I love everything about this age, even his meltdowns and the cuddling after, like all of it. I just love him in this state so much.
Yeah.
But I want him to talk better eventually. I want him to get completely out of meltdown. I want him to eat broccoli.
Sure.
So it's this interesting thing that as a parent, I can fully be happy and accepting and say, I love exactly as he is, but I can also want more.
Yes.
And so I thought that, I'm like, oh, interesting. Why don't I do that with myself? Why can't I be like, that was the kind of the answer I needed in terms of like, I can be 100% happy with who I am, knowing that I'm not perfect.
Yes.
And instead of like, how do you balance that? So I've been playing with this idea later. It's like every time I'm frustrated, like, oh, I didn't get to the gym enough, or, oh, I got a little bit of fat over here. You know, all the things, right, that we criticize ourselves for. It's like, oh, I can be 100% happy with myself. I can't, I try. But like, that's how I tell myself, right? Because the guilt doesn't help at all.
Yeah. And, you know, I asked you before we started the podcast, I said, how many years have you, been in real estate? How many years have you been doing XYZ? You've been doing this for over a decade. I've been doing my work for over a decade. Like, we don't really, because probably it's said so much, like Rome wasn't built in a day. It's the trust factor of like, I know I'm going to get there, or like, I know he's going to get there. And I know eventually he will speak better. And I know eventually he will eat broccoli. Like I have to trust in that. And it's okay to be exactly where I'm at. It's okay to feel all these feelings, whether they're uncomfortable, whether they're fantastic, but it's okay to trust in that and know, like, even if you have a hard day, even if you can't get up off your booty and do the thing, go to the gym or help push them forward to speak more or eat the broccoli, right? Like, it's still okay, because if you zoom out and say, I've got 10 more years to do this, or I've got X amount, like, it's okay. Yeah. And it's zooming out to allow yourself to just be present and accept what's, like you said, right in front of you, and allow yourself to actually feel the enjoyment in moments of like all that wave of emotion of like, I that didn't feel great, but like, oh, this feels really good. But oh, that didn't feel so great. Oh, but wait, like, I'm recognizing this feels good, and it's okay. Like, it's totally okay to just find the trust within life and find the trust literally within your brain to be like, I didn't do the thing today, but I'm going to trust that my body needed that rest, and that I'm going to do it tomorrow, or when my body and brain is ready to do it. I'm going to trust that. And 9 times out of 10, if you build that trust, it will come.
That's beautiful.